because instead of individual aluminum packs that you throw away for 1 or 2 clients, then you have one pack, so you throw away less aluminum. Doing all of that reduce your waste by 80%. What are the ways you can make more money as well? What are the ways you can increase revenue? Okay, let's think about abundance, not only cut. So it's about having a balance of both. So do you want to know what's the cost of a lash lift? So I calculated and I'm blown away because it's actually so cheaper. We made a little calculation mistake a few years ago. So it's hello, my queen. I'm so freaking excited to be here. And it's especially because of the subject, because it's going to be the finance of lash lift. And this is something to not be looked over. This is super important. And the reason I'm talking about that is that I'm Marjorie. I'm from Novoqueen and I've started from zero. I'm starting doing lashes in my parents' basement, which was really not glamorous. And yeah, really starting from the like lash lift tech doing service and then having people ask what are my products, what are my training, and I had like a different vision. So today what I have 10 years later is the Novoqueen brand, which is all about lash lift, vegan, ecological. So now we just celebrated 2 millions in sale just for the product line. So yeah, I've been managing quite a lot of money. I've been managing money and distribution. A lot is the inventory to ensure that you have the cash flow for products to buy the products because you buy it before selling it, and then the payroll, and then the whole system of everything to have a healthy lash business. But I started from when I was in my basement and I just calculated the cost of a lash lift. And I've done it a few years ago. And I just calculated again to realize that I've made a mistake. It's actually cheaper than I thought. So today I'm gonna go over what's the cost of a lash lift, what's investments, what's expense, what's the difference, and some tricks on how you can manage to be more profitable, because there's a few tricks and those are the one that I've been putting in practice my whole lash career. So I'm gonna share it with you and it's gonna be so much fun. So where are you from, my queen? I'm so excited for the international world because I'm really known in the French world, especially in Quebec, Canada. I'm French Canadian. So I'm always wondering where are people from, because the international point of view on lash lift industry is different from a continent to another, even just lash lift technician together. So I'm just so excited to learn more about your point of views. So please share, please comment, and we're gonna have so much fun together. So when I started, I really started from zero, and I was in the lash extensions industry first 10 years ago. And I'm gonna explain to you really for the concept of expense investment, because I think that is the most crucial way to start a business and to make it grow faster. And I've realized it more today because I'm looking into it more. I'm having more awareness of how I built my business, because now I've been asked a lot how I built mine, and I've been in a conference stage and invited to talk about that, and I realized how much the concept of expense investment is super important. And I realized I started that from the straight beginning when I had really not a lot of money, and I was starting. So I was not like fully booked and everything, but I wanted to learn more. And the first thing you're gonna look is for free stuff, which is totally normal because you're trying, you know. So you look for all the free information and everything. However, I was looking at the big head, big master in my industry, and I was like, they're not giving free stuff. Like, you need to pay for their experience. And one of them won a lash championship 2 years in a row. So I was like, I want to learn from her. I want to know what she's eating at night. I want to know how she brush her hair. I want to know how she gets clients. I want to know all of that. And she was in Toronto, and I'm from Montreal. So her class was $2,000. And then the first thing I thought was like, well, I already have a training. So how come I'm paying again a training? And she was like, you want it? You need to pay for my experience. So I was like, I was just obsessed. I was just like, I need to learn more. And I couldn't believe I'm paying for training again. Like, how come? I thought it's a one, one step deal. So one of the first lesson I got is that knowledge is just the beginning of the road to get more training and everything. But the point of the story is really to share that I've paid the $2,000, but then I was clients from that tanning salon place, not one client. And you know what? It's because they were not my people. They were not my client. We were a different kind of client base. So you don't have to look for a place that has already your clients, but that could be a win-win, of course, by paying a rent that is higher. However, in my experience, you can be anywhere, have any place. It can be not that glamorous, and people's gonna choose you for you, and they're gonna trust you. So don't go too much crazy about the cost of rent and everything. And it's always it's always how I feel comfortable starting, really not putting. Even today, my distribution studio, where I ship all the products, it's an amazing, beautiful place, is really a good price because I was like, I cannot put $5,000 rent. Like, what if shit goes down? And you know what happened? Shit went down. COVID happened. We had the pandemic, and in Montreal, we got cut off a lot. So, expenses versus investment. And this is how I've been taking my investment. I really went into investment. So I was really cheap on some stuff and really more investing crazy amount on like training and trying out things. So research and development. So I like to try many products. I like to fail because I like to learn and I like to know. So I've been trying so much stuff that result is in consequences like over processing. So I've been, I think, over processing queen in lash lift that I did over process quite a few times doing my research. And one of the story was how I burn influencer lashes, which I talked on the last live, which was pretty good story. One of my most scary story because I'm talking about it, but this is not something I enjoy. I mainly do the most riskiest testing on myself because I don't want to over process anyone lashes, but no matter the point, it does happen and you need to know what to do. So that lie was so right. So expense vs investment. Always keep that in mind when you're about to put out your pockets. And another way is the DIY. So to do it yourself. And this is how I started. I was doing it myself for everything. Social media, accounting, website, everything was by myself. And this is not a long run position you want to keep in your business, obviously, but this is how you can start with zero. There's no tricks about that. Is do it yourself until you get result, get paid, then you hire someone that is smarter than you in that situation. So I mean, I've been full book. I was full book doing zero ads. I didn't have any website. It's really to go step by step and to learn more about the subject and to get your techniques on point. That's pretty much where you need to go. So, your lash lift tech, you're trying everything, you have your expense, everything. And there's a way that you can reduce expenses, and there's a way that you can increase your revenue. So, this is the next part of that live today. So, a good way to reduce expenses that is really easy and that I'm really surprised is not that upfront in the industry, but I'm gonna be the one to talk about it because I'm really into ecological thing. So there's is a way that you can be more ecological and save money at the same time. And for me, this is mind blowing. This is really it. I was like, what is the thing that is the most disposable in a lash lift service? What is the thing that I'm throwing away and I need to buy again? Like the patch, disposable patch is the easiest thing you can switch to reusable patches. And we have one that is all silicone and white, and we have a new one that is self-sticking. So amazing. I always use it, and it's go for strong lashes as well. So silicone patch can reduce a lot your cost of operation and to provide the service. So that's one. The other one was the lip lint free lip stick. Lip, you know, the lip gloss, like the lip gloss applicator. Okay, I'm having the right word. Lip gloss applicator. And the mascara brush. I was like, those are the two mara baha that MF that you keep buying, keep throwing. And I was seeing all that plastic, and I was like, oh my God, how can we reduce that? And then I got a dream. It was at that time that there was a viral video on a turtle getting a straw, plastic straw in her nose. And that got viral because she was getting so crazy banana, like she was hurt and everything, that little turtle. And that got me have a nightmare. Like, this is why we see no more straws because it's such a stupid plastic. But that might give me a nightmare dream since I was dreaming about lashes because my whole life was about lashes and I was crazy in lashes. I got a dream that that turtle got a mascara brush in her nose. So the viral video was on mascara brush instead of straw. So I was like, there must be a way that we have a tool that is disinfectable, reusable, and that's it. So I've been looking on the options, which are like, you know, you see those like bamboo mascara brush and all that. And there's always a cost to every answers of that. How can I be more ecological? And when I look into the bamboo thing, and you do you, it's just like I made my research and I make my decision according to it. Creating the bamboo fiber that you see for like toothbrush, hairbrush, and everything is actually super. It takes so much energy and so much chemical to break down the bamboo fiber and to create that kind of wood that is made from bamboo, and it's really like worse than ever because the fiber is so strong, so all the chemicals goes in the water, then goes in the ocean. All the energy taken to create those, the electricity and all that, is just really pollutant to have those. And then when it's mixed with the brush, the tip of the brush, which is made of fiber, and the fiber cannot be disinfected because it has little holes in it. This is why you don't see mascara brush, a plastic disposable mascara brush being reused on everyone. It's because you cannot, there's pore into the fiber. So you see a bamboo brush and then the pore of the mascara brush. Well, you need to separate it if you want to like recycle it. And it was so hard to remove the head to the wood, and you need to separate it because if it's together, it's gonna be discarded. It's not, it's gonna go back to the trash. So I like, this is not solving. I'm taking something that use more energy, more chemicals, and actually not solving the problem. So I was like, I need a freaking tool. I need a really tool for that. And this is where Novo Brush went alive. And this is a first in the industry that still today is unknown because I'm hidden in the French world. Um, but it's a full on mascara brush made in silicone material. And the whole handle is in metal and silicone. And then you can put that mascara brush inside the metal. So it can be a to-go brush for your client. It can be your tool to make lash lift. So Nova Brush has been such a thing. I don't use any disposable wands anymore. I really use that silicone brush because the silicone material is such an amazing material. It's super stable. So you can use 100 times that silicone and then disinfect it. What you do after, you can place them in a special facilities in your city, in your country, that they can recycle silicone. So it needs special machine to recycle silicones, but that can be taken care after. So don't throw it away in the trash, because this is something that the it's so stable that it doesn't degrade into the environment. So it's not something to put in the trash, it's something you give to a special facility so they take care of silicone. And there's many now in today's world that it's getting better ecological. So saving disposable mascara brush, lip gloss applicator brush have been game changer, because that Novo brush, you can change the tip of the brush silicone and change it with the lip gloss tip. So it's not the full hand, it's just the tip. So you can remove the heads. So it's like a 3-in-1, the Novo brush. So great. So that was a way to reduce the cost. Also, just to be sure, the shield of silicone of lash lift can be reused. And I just want to make that sure, because when I trained a few years ago, it was trained in a way that it was a one-time use. You will use those shield one time and they will be thrown away. So be sure you can reuse those. That's going to reduce a lot your cost as well. So turning more ecological um, has really helped reduce the cost of a lash lift. So do you want to know what's the cost of a lash lift? Ooh, I guess so. So I calculated, and I'm blown away because it's actually so cheaper. And we made a little calculation mistake a few years ago. So it's 2.8 USD, the cost of products to make a lash lift, to do one lash lift. And I'm talking about really the lash lift products. And it's been calculated with my brand. So I don't know with the other brand, as well with the ecological thinking. So there's no mascara brush since you have the Nova brush. Um, 2.80, like, is this a joke? Like, USD? So you actually, I thought it was $5 before, and I've been teaching that like $5. It's actually 2.8. Um, because just the lotions, the lotion that we use can be used. It's 10 milliliters, ml, and you can use it for like 50 clients at least. And I've been really calculating with giving a lot of margin. I didn't calculate it in a cheap way, like 50 clients easy with 10 ml. You can actually do less. And this is a way that for lash tech that are used to it and they don't waste any lotion every time. So we have 10 milliliter with resealable sachet. So it's like a sachet individual pack, but it's bigger, and you have a nozzle tip, so you can take exactly the quantity that you need, and then that's it. And then you close it, and it's good for months. Like, you don't have to throw it away. It's not like a pack that you need to cut and open. So those all are ecological thing I've been thinking about to make that industry more ecological and also better for your cost, because instead of individual aluminum packs that you throw away for one or two clients, then you have one pack, so you throw away less aluminum, less waste. So doing all of that reduce your waste by 80%. The only thing left is the little lip gloss applicator that you put over the Nova brush, which is just a little head, and the tape, if you use tape. But I don't use tape anymore now, so it's actually more, it's like 90%. What's left? There's like nothing left being thrown away besides like Kleenex, which disintegrate in the environment, so it's okay. Ooh, so this is great and good. So this is a way to actually reduce expense super easily and have a cost of a lash lift of 2.8 USD. And then people charge easily $100. So that's 30x. You're doing 30x the investment of your products. If you charge, let's say 80 US, which is more, some lash techs charge that. So how much do you charge? Can you tell me that in comments? That would be cool. how much do you charge for lash lift? And there's like market for everyone, so all prices are good. And if you charge 80, you will make 25x, 25x, 25 times that expense. This is mind blowing. And this is what makes me the most proud of the sales of my brand, which we just celebrated the 2 millions in sales. It's not about the 2 millions, it's about knowing that 20, at least 20 million have been made in the ends of my lash lift tech clients, the technician, you've made 20 millions. At least that's just a 10x, but you actually make more. You make like 20x. So that was not a 20 million, that was a 40 million at least. So for me, there's nothing that made me more proud than my lash lift tech um, getting successful. So this is so great. So I'm so proud of you. Bravo, mommy. And yeah, so it's not about those services. We all know that the reason is that the products help, but they're not enough. It's actually you doing the service, you doing the experience, you offering the show to your clients that put the whole value into it. The pampering, like when I still bring models to make them for like shooting or for testing. I bring models, and they're always having that little after, like, oh my God, I feel so good. Oh my God, I feel so relaxed. Oh my God. And that whole vibe is what you're offering. So this is why it's magical. So I don't want to share those numbers of cost to make you feel bad. You should never feel bad to make money because you're offering magic. That's what you do. Like you're offering intangible stuff as well as your lash lift. It's not only about the money, but it's important because if you don't think about your finance and your money and the cost of things, your business is going down. And who are you going to help if your business goes down? Who are you going to help if you go bankrupt? So it's not about doing, we will love to do everything for free and help everything for free, but then someone is getting screwed up under the line and it's you. And sometimes we better, I don't know, sometimes we like better screwing us over than others, but maybe it's not about screwing up. Maybe we're all giving value. Maybe you're actually making way more an impact that you think you are, and you do deserve an exchange back. You do deserve to receive. Money talk, my queen, money talk. I can be here for hours, by the way. So, some find ways to reduce expenses. However, I want to make sure that it's not always about reduce your expense, reduce your expense, reduce. No. What are the ways you can make more money as well? What are the ways you can increase revenue? Okay, let's think about abundance, not only cut. So it's about having a balance of both. But I'm gonna tell you one way to increase your revenue, and you don't need more clients. You just need what you have, and you can make more actually. So it's about it's about retelling. And so many people cringe on that word. So many of my students have been cringing on that word. And this is why that's a big part of my online training, is that I teach how to sell, which is like that selling, it's to advise. I teach how to advise people. And then the clients, she can decide whatever she wants and it's all good, but you need to know first. So when I started Lash Lift, um, I was doing lash extensions as well, and there was more retailing products. So I really liked some retailing product I was doing, and I was doing a margin profit when I sold it of like 20%, 25, 30% max. And to be honest, I really didn't like it. I was like, I'm paying 80% of the cost of that product. I'm holding it in my inventory. Like that's a big chunk. And the turnover is like 20%. So I've built Novoqueen thinking about that I didn't like. So every business is okay. Like if you have products and that's how you make your margin on your clients. It's all good. It's just for me. I didn't like it, so I don't put that on my brand. The retail product that we have are all product that I use literally every day on myself. And we're all at the fourth or fifth formula of pretty much everything in the brand because I keep testing every freaking thing and then I launch it. And so everything is really approved by me and my clients. And yeah, 20-30% I didn't like it. So I have retailing products that makes you have a little bit below 50% margin. So when you sell something, you practically make half of it in your pocket because that's how I like it. I like when my queens makes money, and they're not crazy expensive products. It's actually I don't know the other companies, but for me, I don't know if we're a small company, so we're able to make it work a little bit more. So all the products are between 25 to $33 in retail in Canadian. So it's actually so affordable. So my clients, my lash lift clients, sell it like crazy banana. They also sometimes included in their price to add value or to bring fidelization. Example, come back at your third appointment, lash lift appointment, I'm gonna give you the hydrocell. The hydrocell, I have it here because right now I don't have my product in my bedroom. Beside all the product I use every day, slash hydrocell has been our best seller because people actually really see the results. And this has been a game changer, especially for over processed lashes. It reduces the risk and it makes like I have when I go to an exposition like Congress, Beauty Expo, when I go to a beauty expo in Montreal, I have a lineup of girls talking me about hydrocell, how much they actually see the difference. It's a hydration booster that is at the end of the lash lift treatment for lash lift tech, but you can retell to your clients so they can use it every freaking day. And I have a lineup at a beauty expo of girl telling me they know which clients use it or no because they see the result on lashes. And this is something I totally forgot to talk about in my last live on the burning of the lashes, but this has been a game changer. And it's so popular. It used to be a normal mascara brush to apply it, but we actually just upgraded the packaging with a lamination brush. You know those little, like, small little brush? Oh my God. It applied the whole product between every lashes. I use it on my brows and my lashes like every day. It's like my best moment ever. And I'm just like, oh yeah. So hydrocell is such a game changer on the look of your lash lift. So retail. Some are scared like to retail thing because it's like, oh, I don't want to be salesy. And it's just about advising and saying it exists. Um, and it's for them. But first, you need to believe in the product. If you don't believe in the product, don't talk about it. It's gonna look freaking weird to your clients. So, first of all, when I say you're lash lift tech and you want to increase the lash lift because the profit is freaking amazing, so it's so worth it to put your time into it. And the future of lash lift, wow. I have so many predictions that on the future of lash lift, which is gonna be my next live next next week, and I'm so excited to talk about it. Like it's such a thing. So when you calculate cost of your services, you should not do only lash lift. I've done it for lash lift for you, but do it for everything. Also in time, it takes an hour to take a lash lift. This is like so fast. This is so amazing. So lash lift techs are scared to talk about retailing products as well, but you need to believe in it. So first of all, if you're a lash lift tech and you want to increase that kind of service, you need to get the service done to you. You need to understand how it's like to feel it. It's like me. How can I have a brand of lash lift product if I'm not a lash lift tech first? That's how I understand so much the reality because I've lived through it and I build from it through my own experience and my community experience. So please do the service you're offering to yourself and use the products and check if you see difference. And Hydrocil, I'm not even scared. Like I'm not even like I have so many like reviews on it. It's crazy. It's really one of the bestseller. And with that new brush, holy mamacita. So Hydrocil, it's so good that we also made it an infinite version, which is the same formula but in a dropper, 50 millimeters, because you can refill your mascara brush. So you say Hydrocil is a mascara tube brush. So when they get empty, like the client throw it away. So I'm like, that's not ecological. Like we're throwing away plastic too much because we're selling it too much and then they come back for more. So the dropper is to actually you can refill your hydrocil and then use it more, or you can just apply directly. So it's really for the fanatic of hydrocil. They're gonna love this. I've been asked that for so long, and it's totally safe for the eye area. So lash lift is like getting a bleach done. I'm having bleach hair, like my hair are a little bit bleached all my life, so the products does make a difference. So it's like going to the hairdresser, getting bleach, and then going away home without any product, thinking your long, beautiful blonde hair is gonna stay. And this is really known in this industry. We all know people who got bleach hair and they make products and it makes a difference. So it's the same for lashes. Hair and lashes, they're quite similar. So it's really about explaining to your clients because I've had multiple hairdresser. One never told me about product because she didn't like to sell. So I was always going to ask her like, "Hey, I need that product. What you?" And then she will talk to me, but she will never come up and say like, "Check my hair and say, "Hey, this is getting breaks. You need something." And then I got another hairdresser, and she will always talk to me about product, but really in a way that she was just really interested and transferring that information to me so I can do whatever I want. Who think got the more sales and products? Her. And I was so happy because I'm like, who do you think between the two hairdresser has the most professional, more experience, is the most expert in their field? Who do you think? The one who's too scared to talk about products or the one who talks about the product she believes in? That's important too. I can feel that. I trusted her. Well, that's the one that's going to sales. And I was thinking my students, you know, what if someone like goes in another lash lift tech and she does have Novoqueen product line and she does talk about hydrocil and the clients another like just another queen fall in love with hydrocil, who she's gonna remember more? Like the one who talks about it. It's just about education. It's about talking to your like educate your clients and without any pressure. They can do whatever they want after that. They can choose. But you told them if the lashes become a little bit more dry, a little bit going everywhere, hydrocil is gonna fix that. And win-win situation, you practically meet 50% out of it because you're the one talking about it. So you deserve to make money because you gave a value, and that's okay. You help someone having amazing, healthy lashes while being lifted. That's a value. You fix an issue. You like it's amazing. So receive, my queen, receive. So retail is a great way to add up your revenue without having more clients. It's about just talking with them. Like they're sitting an hour. Like I explain so much about the steps and so much about the lashes. And the last step of the lash lift is to apply the product so you can talk about it. Why do you apply hydrocil? Why do you apply anything that's more repairing, hydrating to a lash lift treatment at the end? Why do you do that? Ask yourself that question. And that's a nice treatment for the lashes, but they should continue at home. Those hydration booster. That's the way you can have more healthy lashes to your clients and they keep going back. You know when you like breathe your saliva. That just happened right now. So this is one of the way, and if you make your first ever order with Novoqueen, we put a free QR code into your order so you can learn. It's a part of my online training, and I told exactly how I sell the hydrocell. So this was well, like an intro, and just that video is like 30 minutes because I go really deeper. Um, Finance, yes. So another thing I wanted to talk about is investment. So that's the last part. So you can invest through knowledge, through training, which is great to have technical thing, and sometimes it goes beyond technical of the lashes. And you can get a mentor as well. That's really great. Having coaches, mentor for anything in your business can be lashes, but can be more because you're the pillar of your business. So it's not only about being good technically, like it's so much more than that. It's about confidence, it's about showing up on social media, it's about like believing, it's about self-love. So there's many ways you can get that support, and those will always be investment. The more I put money in my mentor, the better I am as a business owner, as a woman, as a friend. I would say as a wife, but I'm not a wife yet. That's coming. I'm not a mom yet. Maybe we'll see about that. So, that makes you a better person and everything. So I really like invest a lot of that. And community. So having people around you that understand you. There's no point of asking your neighbor for advices on your lash lift business if they don't know what is a lash lift. But we tend to ask for validation from others. So I think the best way is to really have people that understand what you're walking through, and to have that extra like support and understanding of each other. And I was wondering in my business, like, okay, I sell the products, that's my main business now. I have the online training, but what can I give more? What can I add more? And where can we continue that relationship? Of course, there's social media, of course, but really that exchange. And I wanted it to deepening the relationship. So this is where the Lash Lift Club came into life. And I'm about to launch it now. I'm working on this afternoon. I'm literally excited just to go there and check it out. And it's about elevating the conversation and continuing for my Queens. So to continue the conversation there, to have that kind of a group where we can exchange. So those people's like those queens, the club is to have like more accessible products, so free shipping when they order, is to have also where I come up to do a mini master class every month to teach. It's about as well having a special price on online training just to get better and to meet other people that have that community, meet other queens that understand you. And my god, there's so much more, but I'm kind of forgetting because I'm gonna work on it, so I don't want to tell too much, but it's gonna be a club. It's gonna be like a membership thing, and then it's gonna be like we elevate the conversation. So this is like investment. So for me, it's about offering a really low cost investment to have like a really strong community that we talk to the same language, and it's gonna be super niche on lash lift, super niche on lash lift. So the club is getting launched. So this is what I'm talking about. So because I'm excited, but yeah, so there's so much more I can talk about money. I think there's just the blocks of receiving money, like the guilt, the shame of increasing price, um, hiring. Like there's so much we can talk about. So I'm so excited to be here every week to make a live. Um, Please, if you want me to continue this, say keep going, Queen. I don't know, like comment something and continue the conversation. If you have some subject you will want me to talk about, please uh, write it in your comment. Like, reach my team, tell me. I'm just super open, super excited to be here. So here you go, my queen. Run your castle as ever you want, and let's keep making money and changing lives one lash at a time. Bye bye.